Business is picking up at Ibrox as Rangers continue to shape their squad ahead of the new campaign. And the latest development signals a major move in the midfield department. A deal has now been agreed for a high-profile transfer involving a midfielder, with all terms reportedly finalised. It's a decision that underlines the club's intent to strengthen key areas of the pitch and inject further quality into the engine room. With pre-season preparations looming and competitive fixtures fast approaching, this piece of business could prove a crucial part of the club's wider rebuild under Russell Martin. This deal marks another bold step in what is shaping up to be a busy summer window in Glasgow. So what is the deal and who is involved? Let's break it down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Sal Bibbo is close to joining Russell Martin's staff as Rangers' new goalkeeper coach ahead of the 2025-26 season. Martin arrived at the club with 2 staff members after being appointed head coach in early June. Long-term assistant Matt Gill and performance coach Rhys Owen joined Rangers, and Martin is still likely to add at least one other assistant to his backroom team. Colin Stewart, who had worked as goalkeeping coach under Steven Gerrard, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, Michael Beale and Philippe Clermont was dismissed alongside Clement, Stephen van der Heyden and Alex Ray in February this year. Hall of Fame goalkeeper Alan McGregor fulfilled the role until the end of the season, working on Barry Ferguson's staff, but left alongside the interim boss, Billy Dodds and Neil McCann after the final game of last season against Hibernian. Issam Harai, appointed Clement's new assistant in January of this year, also departed the club last month to become manager of Belgian outfit Westerlo. Bibbo, 50, has spent the past 2 seasons at Hillsborough working as Sheffield Wednesday's goalkeeping coach, but is understood to be out of contract at his former club and in line for the role at Ibrox. The former professional keeper also spent a year on Arsenal's staff in the same role throughout the 2019-20 campaign. Meanwhile, Charai has broken his silence on his exit from Rangers, insisting it was an amicable parting of ways with the club. He told the Daily Record, "I had a good chat with Russell and with Kevin. We talked about my situation in the club, but I saw that Russell was coming in with an assistant, Matt Gill. It was actually very respectful, we had a good chat, and then we talked about our job description, and it was quite the same as Matt's. And then I said, I think it's better that we take a decision as soon as possible so I can try to get something else. And then when we announced that we'd agreed mutually to part ways, my phone started ringing. So then it was about making the right decision about which club to join. Now, in a huge midfielder transfer agreed, Rangers have agreed a deal to sign Bournemouth midfielder Joe Rothwell, according to Sky Sports. Rothwell, who has worked with Russell Martin at Southampton, spent last season on loan at Leeds United from the Premier League club and was entering the final year of his deal with the Cherries. The 30-year-old was a regular for Daniel Farke's side last season, making 36 appearances as Leeds earned promotion to the Premier League. Rothwell, who moved to the Vitality Stadium in 2022 on a free transfer, will be the second player Rangers have signed from Bournemouth in the summer window following Max Aaron's arrival on loan. Rothwell was a key feature for Martin in the second half of his championship season, managing Southampton, having arrived in January of 2024 on a short-term loan deal. The experienced midfielder is generally regarded as a number 8 with good ball carrying ability and had 1 year left on his contract on the south coast. An agreement has reportedly been made for a permanent move to Glasgow, as opposed to another loan spell for the midfielder. It is expected Rothwell will sign a 2-year deal at Ibrox. Known for his set-piece deliveries and ball-carrying ability, Rothwell has spent the last 18 months playing at the top end of the English Championship, earning successive promotions with both Leeds United and Southampton. The previous season, he made 20 appearances for Bournemouth in the Premier League after signing a 4-year deal following his departure from Blackburn Rovers. Rothwell is a carbon copy number 8, likely better on the ball than off it, with strong chance creation numbers. The standout quality in his game is an ability to carry the ball through tight areas and move his team into the final third. A key figure for Daniel Farke as Leeds won promotion last season, Rothwell made 36 appearances across the championship season. Although a fee is unknown at this moment in time, this looks like a solid signing for Rangers. Rangers have missed some experience and passion in the midfield since Steve Davis retired. Hopefully Rothwell can hit the ground running upon his arrival at Ibrox. In other news, Hamza Igamane is on the verge of a major move to Ligue 1, with reports from Morocco claiming Lille have struck an agreement with Rangers to sign the in-demand striker. After days of negotiations, the French outfit appeared to have sealed the deal, beating off competition from across Europe for the 22-year-old signature. Igamane was one of Rangers' standout performers last season, netting 16 goals across all competitions, including 4 in the Europa League and a memorable winner at Celtic Park in March that etched his name into Ibrox folklore. Lille had tracked the Moroccan forward closely throughout the campaign, with Ligue 1 rivals Marseille and Premier League side Everton also circling. Despite earlier suggestions that their interest had cooled when Rangers placed a £15 million price tag on his head, Lille stepped up their pursuit last week. Now, Moroccan outlet Cora Maroc reports that the two clubs have reached a full agreement, with the move now hinging on Igamane passing his medical and finalising the paperwork. An official announcement is believed to be just around the corner. As part of the deal, his former club, FAR Rabat, are due a hefty slice of the fee, nearly 30%, meaning Rangers could part with up to £4.5 million if their valuation is met. Igamane is set to replace outgoing Canadian international Jonathan David, who confirmed earlier this year he would leave Lille on a free when his contract expires. The prolific forward is now being pursued by a host of top clubs, including Juventus, Aston Villa, and Newcastle. Lille were reportedly blown away by Igamane's performance against Nice back in November, when he bagged a brace in Rangers' emphatic 4-1 win, a showing that helped push the French club to firm up their interest. Now, with personal terms and medical checks the final steps, Igamane's move to Ligue 1 is all but complete. Not the news fans were hoping for, but it adds another huge chunk of money to our budget for the rebuild. So what are your thoughts on this if reports are accurate? Although a fee has not been confirmed, we can estimate it'll sit in the region of £15 million, meaning Rangers will miss out on around £4.5 million due to a 30% of profit sell on FIFA Rabat had in the deal. Meaning Rangers will end up with just over £10 million for Igamane. Do you think this is the right bit of business? Let me know. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.